We are currently at the Toyota dealer to pick up some spark plugs today. The reason I started going to the Toyota dealer, by the way, for a lot of the parts that I get for maintenance items is because I ended up getting fake stuff. I was a huge advocate for buying stuff on eBay, but now I can't trust it anymore because a couple of the parts that I ended up buying from eBay ended up being fake. And you could tell, by the way, when you line up the original part compared to the new part. It's just missing stuff, and the indentations, the parts just end up looking completely different side by side. So I do recommend you guys, a lot of times the price difference at the dealer compared to eBay isn't even that much when you're looking for an OEM part. I also am a huge Amazon advocate, you know, Amazon shocks, Amazon control arm. Now I'm actually trying to keep the stuff OEM as possible unless I really can't wait and need the car back on the road. Today we have a laundry list of stuff that I do want to do as maintenance for this Prius. Unfortunately though, it is like 97. The feels like it's like 104 outside, but we're gonna put the car in the garage. It's still gonna be super hot in there, but hopefully we're not gonna be trapped under the sun. I'm gonna go inside and pick up the spark plugs. Now this is the dream right here. Take a look at this car. Look at this thing. It's dirty a little bit, but this thing looks beautiful. Check this thing out. What do we got? Man, 52 miles to the gallon, city or highway, and it says it saves you almost $5,000 a year. Stickers $37,000, basically $38,000 with fees and stuff. You're gonna probably be, you know, you're gonna be up there, I'm not gonna lie. But it says they also charge you $1,000 as well for the delivery. But this thing is beautiful, man. All right, guys, we have secured the spark plugs. The fan for the hybrid battery's not happy. It wants the AC on, but the AC is so loud in here, I feel like it's affecting the camera at times, so it's gotta suffer for a little while. Got the 4 spark plugs. The other things I ended up opting to buy was the drain plug and the crush washer. They call this a gasket for some reason. It's a crush washer, come on. But you know how much just the plug was, right? Just the plug, it was $7.15. Then the crush washer was $1.50, and the 4 spark plugs are $13.62 a piece, and 4 of them is $54.48. I end up walking out of there basically spending $70, $69.86. What else do we need for the car? I need to recharge this AC. It's blowing cold, but it should be definitely blowing colder. I want to check it, but that means I also need to get a gauge. So we are going to go to Walmart, and then we're going to buy a gauge and a little can. Hopefully we could find a little can with the gauge. If you guys know, a lot of times the little cans, they don't have the gauge to test to see how much PSI or how much Freon is in the system. As far as oil, I have oil at the house because I typically buy it from Costco, or I buy the SuperTech stuff, which is I think $18, $19. We're gonna head to Walmart now. So there's one more thing that I actually want to get from Walmart while we're here. And this door, we need some silicone spray or something. This door has been making a racket this past week. I don't think it's been rubbing, by the way. I've been checking it. Maybe thought it was rubbing on the fender or something. It's gapped all the way around. It's not rubbing on any part of the, I thought it was. It's literally just that, so it's gonna be this part, which I replaced, by the way. I replaced this one because the old one, it would never keep the door open. This thing is garbage. I said this again. This is the reason why I'm trying to buy the parts from the dealer now, or just try to go with Toyota OEM. I bought this off Amazon, and I put it in probably a year ago. It did its job, but now she's not happy. I'm going to think about doing the silicone spray it on this. Maybe it'll make it a little quieter. I'm going to go with the white lithium grease. I was gonna go with the silicone spray, but look at this, man. This stuff is like $7, this little can right here. All right, now we're gonna go look for the AC recharge. $90, dude. I guess I'll just use, I wish I could show you guys which one I have that I'm gonna use. It's literally the equivalent of this garbage. This thing is trash. If you are ever gonna buy a jack, do not buy this. This will fall over on you. Do not buy this. This will fall over on you. This thing is garbage. Be very careful on the highway with these things. They like to fall over. This is last resort. These things usually come with your car. This is what you want. But these are a bit big for the Prius to keep in the trunk, which is why I opted for this one right here. I wish I could show you guys. They're sold out because people love them too much. These are going to be our options, and like I said, for the cheapest stuff, which is the one we literally need, these are the small ones, or like a little oil charge, refrigerant, but they have no gauges, okay? The gauges themselves, the AC Pro one, $25. The AZ Chill one, $20, okay? This is what we're gonna be opting with, which is gonna be a total of $30, okay? We're gonna get the gauge. We'll have the gauge just in case we need to use it for something else. Then we're gonna get this little can, because like I said, I don't want any of these. A lot of these have leak sealers and stuff. You really shouldn't be putting any type of leak sealer in it. See, this is another one, Easy Chill, seals leaks and stuff. That's really bad if you don't have a leak in it. Now, also, I'm going to opt to get these absorbent pads. I usually use cardboard, okay? Cardboard, I'm gonna tell you guys, it makes a mess still, man. I'm gonna try these absorbent pads out. They're $2 for 2. We're gonna see how big they are as well. I don't know, I think these are just to throw it out. I think after you mess it up like that or it gets spilled on, I think you just throw it out since it's $2. We have finished up shopping at Walmart. I think we have everything that we need. At Walmart, we did spend $42.64. Our total we spent so far is $112.50, which is crazy, but I'm trying to attack everything in one day. Then I don't have to worry about it later. All right, guys. I got us a nice piece of cardboard because I don't want this to make a mess. I'm gonna find some paper towels in here, but have this little straw we're gonna use. You could use it without it. Don't recommend it though because it's gonna make a mess, like I said. So you just wanna use a little bit and we're gonna, honestly, do I know what I'm doing now? But you know what? No good, friends. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to spray it. Who knows how much we're supposed to spray, right? Try, says to work the door. Still making some noise. I say we drench this thing. I know there's gonna be so many, that's not how you use it. What is this guy doing? Really gotta work that door in, bro. And not slap the camera out of your hand. We're gonna spray the hinges as well, by the way. Trying also not to slam my fingers in the door of the car. Definitely going to spray these because we're here and I just bought a $7 can of something. I'm gonna keep working the door. Looks like a mess. Like I said, I'm gonna use some paper towels. Appreciate the advice though in advance. Thank you. Show you guys some more of my expertise work. This mirror would make so much noise on the highway, okay? I was able to hear it. So what was my idea? It was not the tape first. Put this silicone stuff in the crease here because I thought it was coming from there. It was not. It's coming from this cover itself. Now you might ask, well, then why is the tape on there? Well, I'm going to tell you. This tape is what solved the problem. One of these pieces covered up, there's probably like a little crack or an opening that allows the air to get in and then it comes in through the cabin. This thing was driving me crazy. I have not touched it. It does not make any more noise. There was a bigger piece that was on here that I cut off because it started flapping around. This tape has lasted a long time. It's been at least, I want to say, a year as well. Feels absolutely insane. I've never dealt with this stuff before, so just gonna clean it up a bit, get it off the trim, get it off stuff. This tab also broke off a long time ago, so now I just pull this nice little cable and boom, it pops the hood. Pretty cool, right? We're gonna look at the pressure for the AC, see how much Freon is in the system. All right, pop this baby up. So what you're gonna, oh, this is absolutely, that just literally burned my hand. That was not great. Okay, this car is extremely hot. I've been driving it. There's only 2 of these plastics holding on. I lost this one, I lost this one, I lost this one, I lost that one, I lost them all, besides for 2. So, like I said, absolutely hot as hell. Really, really sucks. We're just gonna, literally, not gonna move it much, just move it to the side. I'm gonna show you guys now. This is exactly where your low pressure is. This is what your high pressure looks like. It has an H on it. Of course, the easy accessible one, you gotta dig your hand, burn your hand on that hose, burn your hand on the other thing, probably something else, you know the deal. I just started the car up. You gotta turn the AC on full blast, okay? Make sure it's on. Damn. Check this out. It's like filled, bro. Honestly, should have got another cabin air filter, but I did clean this. You could still see it looks dirty though. This is what made the difference. So don't be like me, an absolute moron. Doesn't check this first, because I thought I didn't change this that long ago, but I guess it has been longer and the amount of miles I drive is abnormal, right? You know, because look, it's all cruddy. So you should have seen it. I wish I videoed it before I actually took this out. It was really dirty. Like it had a bunch of leaves and stuff in it. So yeah, this actually made the world of difference for me. I guess the airflow was restricted in there. It's always a good idea to check your air filter. Always good. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one got stuck again. I was like, yeah, I'd love to change these, bro. I wish I knew. Walmart sells these, by the way. Definitely got to get one the next time I go to Walmart. Cabin filter, air filter, stuff like that. It's always good to look at. Now is probably going to be the most expensive thing that we're going to do today, which is going to be the spark plugs. We want to check those. So personally, you can sneak them out. Between it, you would just take this box, the relay box off. I don't recommend that. I did that one time, did not recommend it. It takes literally no time to take this off, okay? This is gonna be for your windshield wipers. This whole tub comes out. I'm gonna show you guys. This, we're gonna literally go like this. All you do, watch me. Just put it there. I would put it over out here, but we're gonna take that out, so. I really, really like, and I recommend, if you do anything at all, any type of vehicle, please check this out. I haven't lost anything since I had these, so. Look, see, pretty cool. I pulled this thing off like 3 times before. And of course, the one time I want to show you guys, it's not that hard. I don't want to make anything look more difficult than what it is. If I could do it, anybody could do it. I promise you that. We gotta get this little piece off, this little plastic. There we go. Did not lose it. I did lose this for like 5 days though. You want to go out, I could tell you do. See, when you pick this thing up somehow, it makes it easier. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but now you have this, so you could put this like here. Oh, put this back on for sure. That is now all the way out. Make sure your stuff doesn't fall over like mine always does. This whole piece comes out literally. Now you ready? Very simple. Pick up and out. And look, now you have all this room, so you don't have to like work around that small clearance, especially when you're trying to pull the spark plug and all that. These are what we are going to be done taking out now. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only tricky part about these I want to tell you is these clips. I don't like them. Maybe you have better luck than me. We're gonna pull these out. We have all the wires disconnected, as you could see. I think you could take this off too. It'd probably be helpful because that one's pretty annoying. Now all I was trying to do here was pull the first spark plug, and as you can see, the spark plug looked awful. It smelled like oil really bad. I was honestly super worried about it because you could see it on the camera. It is filled with oil, it's fresh. Now unfortunately, this is a very bad sign that this thing is going to need a valve cover gasket, and that spark plug seal is most likely what is causing the oil to get into the spark plug hole, why the spark plug is filled with oil. Now the worst case scenario, which a lot of people might point out, is that this could also be blow by, meaning there's oil getting past the rings, which is then getting through to the spark plug. But I do believe this is going to be a case for the valve cover gasket. Going to have to do that. Not really sure when I'm going to do that. This is just a bad case of I wish I did not see this, unfortunately, but I did, and it will get handled at some point. Now I am going to show on camera here. This is what the difference between a new spark plug and a very worn down oily one looks like. Only one spark plug though ended up looking like that, which I'm super grateful for. Now you guys know what time it is. We got the spark plugs in, got this nice little jack. I put 2 jack stands underneath it. That's the reason why I jacked it up here, as you can see. That's the reason why I want to replace it. You can see it looks like shit. 230,000 miles. A beast. So I thought these things I bought were going to be bigger. I'm definitely going to buy the big ones when I go next time. This is literally like a rag. Break it loose, filter, crush nut in there. Got the Hyper Tough. I don't want to wipe it up there because it's coming out still. I just kind of want to wipe up this surface. We are going to fill this baby up. I have some from last time because small engine, it doesn't use a lot of oil. And I'm going to use this to dump the old oil on. Now, besides for going crazy today and also overheating, I wanted to cover why this is important and why doing your own maintenance with this type of work that we do, okay? And if you are interested in doing this, this is the way to go, okay? You might not have tools. I did not either. As time goes on, you need to be able to look at stuff, even if you're going to take it to a shop or a mechanic, to at least even be able to have that conversation with a tech. While I was at the Toyota dealer, I had a conversation with the parts guy who I asked, yes, he's not the tech. However, he was able to give me a rough estimate of how much money I would have spent on just the oil change and the spark plugs. I obviously didn't want to ask about the door check because I wasn't going to replace the door check, and I also didn't want to ask about the cabin filter because I didn't know about it at the time. Now, for the oil and oil filter change, he said that it would cost $89. Now, with the sales tax here, that's going to come out to $96.73. I think they were running a promotion or something, so that's actually a really good deal on an oil change. I also don't know if that's full synthetic or just conventional oil. For anybody out there, do not change your oil with conventional oil. That is not the way. Always go full synthetic. That is the best way to go. Now, when it comes to the spark plug replacement, he said as a rough estimate, it would be around $268.70. And with the tax, I'd be walking out close to $292. I honestly thought it would have been more. However, it probably would be more. I mean, dealers charge more money than a regular mechanic, so do keep that in mind. But the point I'm trying to make here is regardless, you're going to have to pay a decent amount of money to get any of this work done. We don't know the pricing when it comes, like I said, to the door check or with the cabin filter. However, you know nothing's free. Maybe they would have done it complimentary since you're going to spend almost $400. The total cost for everything with tax would be $388.40. We spent around $112 today, and I think we made out awesome. These are things you have to keep in mind, and I tell people this all the time, okay? It's very difficult. Even just to get a tire change on the side of the road, if you don't have AAA, can cost you a lot of money. This is the reason why you need to try to put things in your own hands and do the best you can to try to use with what you got to use what you got and make the best out of it. I don't expect anybody's hands to get dirty with anything. All I want is the knowledge to be out there and for you to make sure that you're doing what is right for your stuff. And I don't want anybody taking advantage of anybody because that happens a lot. So always be careful, always read the invoices, always ask questions. All right, guys, this was an absolute day. It's been like 100 degrees the whole time, still light out. It's like almost 6 o'clock, if not 6 o'clock. Super dirty. We changed the oil today, changed the filter, fixed the AC to make sure it was blowing cold. Upset I still spent that $30 for nothing, but that's okay. Fixed the squeaky door, changed the spark plugs, which I was really happy about. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I changed them. It was definitely more than like 40,000 miles ago. Anytime that you're using your car for any type of work, even if you were going to like your regular 9 to 5, it's always good to put back into your car, man, because one day stranded, that is like calling the tow company. That's a minimum like $200 unless you have AAA. And if you have AAA, you still have to wait for the tow truck to come.
Got a mattress.
How many children were conceived on that bed, you think?
What?
How many children were conceived on that bed?
0.
A lot. There's no to the next route. I don't know what to say to close it out. Go to the next video.